recent chit chat videos, I have been referencing back to Jerusha's Goodbye for Now video. On that video, she spoke about other influencers refusing to collaborate with her because their fee was much higher than the actual offer was. I have it on good authority that for that one video, the fee for each influencer was 15k. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Andri. Today we are doing another chit chat video, people, and oh my goodness, I did some research on this particular subject, and I'm not gonna lie, people, I was shocked at the amount of money these influencers are making for one mention on a video. I could not believe it. People, no wonder they can afford backing after backing and all these hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of unboxings if they can afford to turn down a 15,000 USD dollars. Wow, I did my research, people, and I'm gonna give you the facts here. I'm gonna link the facts down below, not all of them. Anyway, welcome to my chit chat video. Of course, this is all done, as Jacob would say, for entertainment purposes, not based on any facts, and all allegedly. So again, we are doing another chit chat, and again we are referencing back to Jerusha's video because, people, you know, as a creator, as a YouTuber, I have a lot of PMs. I have a lot of people messaging me, lots of you message me, other YouTubers message me. I get a lot of messages, people, and you know, you have to sieve through them. Some you believe, some you don't, some you choose to use, some you don't, some you think that is gonna make a great video for my people. Anyway, I'm gonna reference back to the message. I am not gonna mention who the message came from because, as far as I'm concerned, when I get a message as a PM, a private message, it remains a private message. I have said to this person I am going to make a video on this subject, but I will not be using names. Like me, you can choose to believe or not believe any details that I choose to share with you. It's up to you. Remember, again, it's for entertainment purposes. But you know, I actually looked it up. I googled. Mr. Google gave me some answers. Can this be? Are they earning this much money for one video? Really? And honestly, I mean, talking about that, okay, on what they're earning, can we actually trust these influencers when they're selling a product? Because that's what they're doing. They are selling a product. And I hear a lot of people saying, you know, it's part of our job to sell. Why do you think of it as such a bad thing? It's just like going into a shop and buying something. You know, the shop's going to promote certain things and that's their job. Basically, they're influencers, aren't they? I would argue with that. Well, I wouldn't argue with it, people. I would just disagree. I would share my opinion differently. I would say we build a trust with influencers because we are made to feel as if we know them to a certain degree, and of course I know they just show us what they want to show us, as I do. I probably share a lot more than most, but anyway, we're all going to do that. We're not going to lay everything down there bare for everybody, but we do build some sort of relationship where we learn to trust, where the trust comes in. When you're built, you know, when you're watching these people on a weekly basis, the majority of them, there's a trust there. A lot of them will say to you, I will never sell you anything if I don't believe in the product, blah, blah, blah. People, they are getting on, we're going to take this figure. Sometimes it's higher, sometimes it's lower. It all depends on the amount of subscribers. It can also depend on the amount of views. Different brands pay differently, different influencers earn more, some earn less. And we're going to take this 15k figure because this was the figure that was mentioned to me. Now, they're getting 15k to talk about this. For example, for talking sake, this Charlotte Tilbury Kiss and Tell lip liner, which incidentally is what I have on today. Charlotte Tilbury, can you hear me? I'm using it. 15k would be very nice in my pocket. Anyway, just to say, this is the lip liner I have got on today, blah, blah, blah. I'm loving it. It's one of my favourites. How many times have we seen that on YouTube? How many times have we seen the influence that we watch talking about a product? And yes, now they have to put paid something or other. What does it say up here? Paid promotion. Can't even remember what. I basically skipped through it. But actually, even if we skip through it, if they're getting paid per view, it's a view. It's coming up as a view for them. So, you know, the company doesn't know whether we've skipped through or not. And a lot of them will turn around and say, you know, I'm sharing this product with you. I'm not earning anything on the links on this product. I'm sharing it with you because I want to. But what they're not saying is, I'm sharing it with you because I'm earning 15k on this video to talk about it. That's what none of them are saying. So, in reality, they're not lying to us because they're not earning anything on the links or anything like that, but they have been paid to talk about that. And so they're getting the 15k, but we know some of them are getting more. They're getting the 15k, then they're getting whatever the ads, and these larger channels are getting a lot of views. So all the ads in between the video as well, they're getting paid for that as well from YouTube. But anyway, I'm going to go back to the message and I'm going to read you the message that I recently received from another YouTuber. Okay, I have it here. Now, I recently discussed on, I think it was my last video, you know, whether we should charge our friends or not for collaborating. And the message that I received was that the offer on the table for this particular deal, including Jerusha, was one video, USD $15k each for the YouTubers concerned. And one of the YouTubers refused because they were earning a lot more than that to collaborate. So it was 15k, this message says, for each of them, for each of whoever was going to collaborate in that video, including Jerusha. Not 15k between them, 15k each for one video. And then, you know, there's a few messages between me and this other person discussing this. I was shocked. I said to this person, I mean, I'm sure, I mean, am I naive, people? Am I that naive that to think 15k to talk about one product, a collaboration is a lot of money? I mean, all you're doing is talking about something. It goes to show that's down to us at the end of the day. That's down to us that watch them. That's another thing you quite often see YouTubers say, it's you that I've got to thank for where I am. But yeah, of course, yeah, because it's because we are subscribed to you. It's because we are giving you the views for no other reason. That's why you can afford hundreds of thousands of pounds of unboxings. It is a ridiculous amount of money. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with doing it. okay? I'm not saying, because at the end of the day, look at me, small time YouTuber, I'm forever talking about products that I like. That's what we do. So I suppose if you are talking about products that you like and earning money on it, it's not so bad. It's not a bad thing, people. But if you're getting offered big money like that, don't tell me you're not going to talk about something that you're not a fan of. Not when you get, unless you know, you can pick and choose. And there's very few of these YouTubers that can pick and choose. So you think about it the next time you're watching your big time influencer and she's selling you something. How, or I say he, or whatever they choose to identify as. People, it's the world we're living in. How much they're earning to try and sell that product to you. And I'm going to go back to this message here where it says, behind the scenes of this social media industry, there is a lot and a lot of money. If you think about it, it's the only form of marketing right now for brands. And then this person goes and says, if anything will show your true character, it's money. Everyone has a sweet face till they see the dollar signs. So the figure 15k, like I said, was mentioned in the message. It may be true, it may not be true. This is a message that I received and I'm sharing it with you only because like I said, I am shocked at the amount of money that influencers are receiving, and now it makes sense. They can afford all these things, because quite often I'll see in the comments, these unboxings are unbelievable, how can they afford them, that's how they can afford them. That's, I mean, if you're earning that amount of money on each video, of course you can afford these massive unboxings. Okay, so I did my research and I'm going to put it up on the screen, and I will also try and link it in my description box. So I looked up to see what the average earnings are, and the graphs here are showing different platforms. I'm just going to go through YouTube platform. So here it says between 100k and 500k. Okay, so this is the average earnings for influencer posts on selected social media platforms. So YouTube, between 100k and 500k followers, the average is $12,500. 500k to 1 million is $25,000. One video, one mention, people. Oh my goodness me. Tell me that is not a ridiculous amount of money. Come on, tell me that just to talk. I mean, people, it's ridiculous. So basically 15k that was in the message that I received makes sense. It's not an exaggerated amount of money. So you remember that, and I'll remember it as well. The next time we see somebody selling us a product, what that product is making for them. Even when they say, if you use my link down in my description box, whatever, blah, 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 I'm not earning anything on that. You remember, they've already earned because they have spoken about it. The majority of the time, allegedly, people. Just remember, if somebody offered you 15k to discuss an item, maybe not an item that you've thought of using before, right? You haven't really used it before, but you know, you've tried it and you thought, well, do you know what, it's an alright item. It's not one that I've used before, but I'm alright selling this to all the people that trust me and watch me, you know, and all of that. I'll use it a couple of times. I mean, it's going to earn me 15k. Come on, how many people are going to turn that down? How many people are going to turn that down? My advice to you people is watch the small people that are telling you what they enjoy because they really enjoy it and it really works for them. Like when I tell you about my castor oil, people, and when I tell you about my collagen, it's because they have worked for me. It's not because somebody is paying me 15k to talk to you and tell you about it because I have 100,000 subscribers. When I'm sharing my empties with you, that's what I was doing there. When I'm sharing these simple, ordinary empties with you, and I tell you it's alright, it's not a brilliant thing, people, it's my honest opinion. I'm not saying to you that what they're selling to us and trying to influence us into buying are things that they don't really like. And once they can pick and choose, obviously, like this collaboration that was going on with Jerusha, when you can pick and choose because you've got so many offers, you know, maybe we can trust them more. But can we? Because they're turning down the 15k offer because they've had a better offer of 25k. Do you know what I mean? So if the 25k is going to offer them more, it doesn't necessarily mean it's because they like the product that they're getting 25k for more than the product that they're getting 15k for. Come on, people. I mean, okay, my people, that's what I've had to say. Let me know, did you know that? Did you know they were getting that amount of money? Are you shocked like I was shocked at the amount of money that influencers are getting paid to talk about products, to collaborate? Let me know down in the comments your thoughts on the subject, because I was like, oh, wow. As you can probably tell, I was really wild with regards to the amount of money. So my final thoughts are, I don't think the comparison of an influencer and a retailer are the same because of the trust levels, because of how you are made to feel by an influencer, like I have explained earlier on. So I don't think that's a true comparison. I see lots of people buying things and being influenced. This is the generation we're living in, being influenced by what we see on social media, whether it's TikTok with your TikTok shop, whether it's Instagram, whether it's YouTube. The amount of stuff that is being sold to, I'm trying to think, I haven't really been influenced. I've never bought anything from Instagram when they're selling things, or Facebook, or TikTok. I don't really watch TikTok. But with YouTube, it's a different thing. Yes, the influencers have links, so you're more likely, I just don't trust the whole process of, well, I've never even ever bought anything from eBay, people. I'm a bit old school. I'm a bit old fashioned with these things. So yeah, just be careful when you're seeing your favourite influencer selling you something. Do you actually need this item? You know, that they're saying it's the best thing since sliced bread. Think about it before you buy the item. I mean, I'm sure we've all been influenced in one way or another. I mean, look at this craziness with castor oil now. I had never ever thought of people, castor oil in my belly button, I mean, you name it, I've put it, people. And that's still being influenced. But what I do is I go away and I think, let me try this castor oil. It's not expensive. I find my own castor oil, I do my research, and I get what I'm needing. But yeah, just be careful of what you're being influenced into buying as well. It's like a lot of these gold-plated pieces of jewellery that a lot of influencers are selling as well. Sometimes you're going to get a 9-carat gold piece, you know, less expensive than these gold-plated high-end pieces. Just be careful. That's all I'm saying, because remember, they're getting a lot of money to sell you that product. And yes, it might be a product that they do use, that they do like, but think about it. Anyway, that's my little 15k video. Any sponsors out there? I'd be more than happy to talk about your product for 15k. Wouldn't you, people? Would you turn it down? Tell me your boundaries as well. Like, would you turn it down? Would you turn down 15k to talk about a product that it's an alright product, but you know, you're only using it because you're getting 15k? Anyway, thank you very much for spending your time with me. As always, I very much appreciate it that you have decided to click on to my video. If you're not already subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe by pressing the A right here. I shall also link 2 videos for you, one here and one here. If you would like to see more from me, let me know what you think down in the comments, and a thumbs up is always very much appreciated. And hopefully I'll see you on the next one.